Hey everybody, it's Dr. Troy here from Vancouver, Washington. I'm here with Mike. He's from Triad Aer. And I came across this technology about 25 years ago. And right here, I had this unit right here. I don't know what happened to it, but I came across Mike one day at a trade show. And I said, wow, you've got that technology? And he showed me his demo. So I wanted to bring that demo to you. So if you're suffering from allergies, you've got stuffiness in your nose, headaches, asthma, you think you're allergic to pollen, you have animals in your house, dust mites, these are all things that this product can help with. So I'm super excited to have Mike here demonstrate and talk about his product. So Mike, can you tell our listeners a little bit
good to see you again.
Good to see you. Can you tell us a little bit about your product?
What makes this product unique is we do build on these earlier models that people have seen. It's the same type of technology, except we now have 5 proven technologies in this machine. 4 technologies actually go into your environment, clean the environment, get rid of odors, get rid of pollen, bacteria, viruses, where they reside, in the air and on surfaces. Okay. 2 other technologies will actually statically charge the air. Imagine that you take a balloon, you rub it against your head, it sticks.
Yeah.
We can make all those particles that you see floating in the dust and the sunlight in your house, make all those stick to each other and fall out of your environment so you don't react to it. Now, I'm not only going to tell you that, I'm actually going to show you how that's done.
That's what I was excited for people to see.
Yeah, it's proactive. It's the most important thing to remember, just like when you're in your house and you cook bacon or fish or something, it goes to the whole house. This technology will go any place that odor can get to, any place the bacteria can get to, and eliminate it where it's at. So if you had a smell in the carpet, it'll go into that carpet and get rid of that smell. If you moved into a house that a smoker had, this would literally take the smoke, tar, and nicotine out of the walls. Wow. That's how effective it is. So rather than just do it, let me just show you exactly how it works. Now, the first thing I want to do is to do some odors. Now, I've shown you this odor before, so you know it. So what I want to do something a little bit different. I want to get somebody up here that's never seen this part of the demonstration. We have Courtney here today. Courtney, can you come up just a minute?
Yes.
Courtney, let me ask you something. Do you have any pets or animals?
I do.
What do you have?
I have a dog.
You have a dog.
Yes.
Is your dog well behaved or sometimes leaves little puddles here and there?
Sometimes little puddles.
Little puddles,
yes.
Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to recreate one of those little puddles for you right now. I'm going to use some ammonia. I'm going to show you how effective this is at getting rid of odors and smells. What I'm going to ask you to do for me is make sure I'm not fooling you. There's actually ammonia. So take a good whiff of that, if you would, please.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on front of the machine just like this, like that. And I'll turn it away so you don't have to breathe, okay? Now do notice that that is pushing out. The great thing about our machine, we have 5 fan speeds. I only have it on 3 right now, so I'm not running it real high. And I can actually scale it to whatever room. I can go from a mini home of 250 square feet to a whole house 3 stories high, 3,000 square feet. That's one machine can do that. And people ask me all the time, how's it go through walls? I'm going to show that in just a minute. But that's what we got. What it does, it gets rid of the odors and smells. Now, in there, you'll notice, too, I'll pull this out of the way. You'll notice there's a light in there. You see that?
Yes.
That's called photocatalytic oxidation. Now, pay attention to bit testing. No, I'm just kidding. What that is, people have heard of UV light killing germs and bacteria. This is the latest technology that actually creates a reaction that makes new molecules out of the H2O. They're oxygen and hydrogen molecules, and they literally oxidize bacteria and viruses in the air and on surfaces in your house. We've had numerous tests, and we know that the destruction rate's about 99% in the first 24 hours. Can you imagine how that could protect your home? If you've got viruses, someone comes in with the flu virus, sneezes, and it kills it in the air before it gets to you?
Yes.
That's pretty good, isn't it? Now, now I'm going to open this up just a little bit, show you in the back here. I want to show you a couple more of the technologies. This is a special electrostatic screen. We do not replace this. That's what makes this so effective. You just take this off, dust it, and wash it. But you'll notice inside here, there's the light I was talking about. There's our O3 plate. That's what's going to get rid of the odor. You'll notice there's a little antenna in there. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. And right up here, there's a little red wire. I'll turn it around again. There's a needle point right there. Now, these 2 things are what drive our technology through your house. Here they are in this box right here. This antenna right here puts out a pulse signal, almost like a harmonic frequency. It goes through walls, goes through anything that's not solid metal, solid plastic, solid water. That needle point right there is very important because it actually puts out what's called negative ions. Now, let's go ahead and turn this on. What I want to replicate is the effect of you sitting in your house. You pull back the drapes, you see the sunlight come through, and you see, oh, there's stuff floating in the air. Have you ever seen that?
Yes.
Do you know what most of that is?
No.
80% of it's your dead skin.
Oh.
and pet dander, okay? And as it dries out, mold and algae starts to grow on it. As mold and algae starts to grow, it gets heavier and heavier. Then dust mites, bacteria and viruses, dust mites, these little suckers trap. We now know this causes most asthma and allergies. It's really the dust mite poop. You can imagine how small that is. Well, it gets to go up the top and then it starts to fall back down to the floor. Then you sweep and vacuum, 30% goes back up in the air, and tomorrow it looks like, why did I vacuum today? It didn't do any good. Before we finish that, let me give you my paper towel right here. That's what I want you to do. Take a real good whiff of that now, okay?
Yeah.
Is it gone?
No smell.
Yeah, is it still soaking wet?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you're surprised, aren't you?
I am.
It is
That's
amazing.
great.
I know. I noticed you were a little upset at that when you
was.
did that, right? Okay, now you see what we've done. This is clouded up. Biggest question I'm asked, Mike, where do you put this? You put this in the largest room of the house. It's going to diffuse through the house just like the smell of bacon or something else will, except that we have a propellant. I pointed out to you that that little antenna right there in front of the fan, there's the same antenna. When I turn that antenna on, it puts out a pulse signal that's going to move those molecules very rapidly. Now, you couldn't see it normally. What I'm going to do is turn it off. I'm going to turn it on right now. Watch it, what happens. See everything moving rapidly in the box? Now, all of that stuff is still positively charged. We need to eliminate it. So we're going to throw a negative charge in there. It doesn't affect electronics. It actually makes you feel good. Negative ions, as Dr. Troy will tell you, helps the body fight depression. It's why we go to the beach, go near the waterfall, and we feel better. But notice that it all clears up. Now, people up here ask me all the time, well, Mike, what happens if I open the window? I have allergies. I'm going to turn my smoke back on, and you'll notice the smoke never gets going. See, these machines run 24 hours a day, use almost no power at all, less than 60 watts. You're talking a cost of running about 10 cents. Tell me the story about your house.
So my house cleaner, I said, hey, we just put this in our house. Just let me know if you notice any change in the dust. So next time she came back, she was asking my wife, hey, have you been dusting the house? Because there's like no dust.
Right.
So I was excited for that.
Exactly. The first week, here's what happens for everybody to understand. The first week, everything that's been floating that you see and don't see is going to amalgamate. It's going to come down. Then when you vacuum it, it's too heavy to float back up. So it'll literally go into your sweep. It'll go into your vacuum and out of your door and out of your airspace. Then while this is continually running, as I'm doing here, it'll just continually knock it down. So you won't have as much dust because you don't always have it going up, coming down. It's just coming down right away. I've talked to many people, and that's why a lot of people have allergies, asthma, might be affected by dust mite feces or something like this. Find that there's a lot of relief in their home. They find their home is actually more like being out near a beautiful waterfall or out walking in the forest without the